What's happening, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, apologies, I could not do a fan talk for this video, but I have to speak about it anyway. Leigh Wood and Wood-Conlan. What an unbelievable... I'm still not over it now, guys. I know you guys have seen it. The results been out. What a fight. Fight of the year contender for sure, man. This delivered and more, which we predicted. Do you know what I mean? A lot of us in the trade knew that this fight here between Leigh Wood and Wood-Conlan would be a great fight. You know, you've got two guys, you know, coming off their best victories, both of them supremely confident. Leigh Wood fighting in front of his home fans in Nottingham, got the WBA regular belt there. Wood-Conlan, big things projected for him, heading in there as the away fighter, looked at as the better talent overall, but you know, how would he be able to overcome Leigh Wood in front of his home fans, who's on a wave of form right now? It had all the ingredients for a great showdown, man. The two guys were giving it in the build-up as well, so you knew that this was going to be a great fight. It had everything there set for it, and it delivered and more, man. It was just a fascinating fight from start to end. Even the ring entrances, you could feel the atmosphere in the crowd. Both of them had great ring entrances that night, and yeah, onto the fight itself. Leigh Wood, how did he get out of those first couple of rounds, man? Because Wood-Conlan was boxing beautifully, dropped Leigh Wood heavily in the first round. I think that Leigh Wood, I think he could have been knocked out, and then when his head hit the canvas, it might have woken back up. You see the way how he dropped, man. He was out of it. Even when he got up, I think he was just fighting on pure instinct through those next couple of rounds, because Conlan, I thought Wood was going to get stopped. I thought that it was going to be a sensational early stoppage for Wood-Conlan. Didn't work out that way. Leigh Wood fighting his way back into the fight, really on pure instinct at this point, because for me, it looked like that the writing was on the wall. Wood-Conlan was boxing beautifully, doing anything that he wanted in there, throwing looping shots, landing them, and he was really looking like the sort of star, and you know, that we projected him to be. But Leigh Wood, man, this guy, I'll take him to war with me all day long. I would take this guy to war with me for sure, because he was on the verge of getting out, being knocked out, and them body shots in the mid rounds were crippling him, but he was able to carry on, and he fought his way through it. Just when it looked like he was about to go, he fought his way back into it. The crowd were rallying him, and he fought his way back into the fight, man. As we push on to the later rounds, he was really pushing himself into it, and you could see he was forcing himself to do it, but he was getting some success, and it allowed him to push Wood-Conlan on the ropes. He was starting to have some success there. But for me, Wood-Conlan was still on his way to winning a decision in this fight. He was boxing very well. At times, Leigh Wood would put the pressure on him and would nick a couple of those rounds. But overall, it just looked like that Conlan was the stronger fighter in there. It looked like that he was, you know, fighting his way to, he was going to fight his way to a points decision win. But as we, you know, got towards the end of that fight, man, you could see he was lagging a bit. He could see he was lagging a bit. And there was that controversial moment in the 11th round where Wood-Conlan went down. It looked like a slip to me. I'm still certain it was a slip, but Leigh Wood actually did land on Conlan before he slipped over. So I guess you can rule it a knockdown. It was pretty harsh, but, you know, a knockdown is a knockdown. The rules are the rules. And that set us up for the dramatic 12th round, man. It was just, at this stage, should have done a watch along, really. At this stage, I was on the edge of my seat, just like wondering how this is going to go. You know, both guys were swinging in there, swinging leather, but they were doing it methodically. They had a method to it. It wasn't just all out aggression, no thinking about it. These two guys were really going for it in that final round. You know, if Conlan was able to stay on his feet in that last round, he would have won it, I think. And yeah, it was just got to the point where Leigh Wood had Conlan against the ropes again, something that I was advising him not to do, but he had him against the ropes. Pure exhaustion from Wood-Conlan at this point, and a fascinating right hand to the temple knocked him out cold, man. It was just unreal. Fell through the ring, and that was it. Leigh Wood had, you know, it was a tremendous comeback, sensational. The atmosphere was brilliant. A lot of concern afterwards, of course, for Wood-Conlan. Glad that he's okay now. A lot of us were pretty nervous. Even Leigh Wood, he couldn't celebrate at the time. He had to really, you know, get the crowd to really be muted in their celebrations, just so Wood-Conlan was okay, just when he knew. Conlan was transported to hospital, of course, but it was later revealed that he was okay, and then he did do a video, you know, congratulating Leigh Wood, and then the two did take a picture together afterwards, you know what I mean? So just this is the sort of night, man, that makes you love the sport. We go through a lot as boxing fans, do you know what I mean? All the sort of politics, you know what I mean, the bad decisions, the drugs, all of that stuff. But we could put that to one side for that night and just enjoy a fascinating fight between two gladiators, and it delivered and more, man. It's going to be hard to top this as a fight of the year. I mean, we've got a long way left of the year to go, but already that fight was just spectacular, man. Shout out to both guys. Tremendous fight. Wood-Conlan actually wants a rematch. He's been calling for a rematch with Leigh Wood at the City Ground, which is Nottingham Forest Stadium. Will that happen? I don't know. Leigh Wood's got a lot of options right now. He seems to want Santa Cruz. He seems to want to fight him, but he's got options. So a Conlan rematch is definitely in there as a potential option for him to take. But will he want to take that straight away? Because like I said, Conlan for me was winning it, and Leigh Wood really had to dig in the reserves to pull everything out to get this win, but he did it. Do you know what I mean? So will be interesting to see what happens here, where we go with both of these guys, man. Both of them come out with tremendous credit from this fight. Leigh Wood retains his belt, but Wood-Conlan was brilliant for me. Got a great career ahead of him. Hopefully that doesn't leave any too lasting damage. The knockout, he seems to be okay now. But yeah, just a great night, great fight, atmosphere, everything about it made you love the game. And I just felt like I had to do this video just to really, you know, let my thoughts on that fight. And, you know, it was just fantastic, man. So yeah, looking forward to more action. We got some more action this week. Michael McKinson is going to do Mission Impossible. It really is, against Vergil Ortiz, traveling to the United States for that fight to happen. Vergil Ortiz is one of the best welterweights in the world today. One of the brightest prospects, one of the brightest stars in the game. Michael McKinson, relatively unknown quantity, even over here, had to really fight to earn his respect. Now he's going to be traveling over to America to take on a dangerous opponent in Vergil Ortiz, man. Should be fascinating. But let me know what you guys thought about the fight last weekend anyway. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.